Welcome back to Rust Belt Sports again. New try on another segment. We wanted to try them out this week. We're hoping to roll out like a video every other day. Speed it up a little bit. See what happens. See if it helps us out. Today's topic point: retired players who could be coaches, college coaches right now that should make the leap to NFL. Maybe we'll get into some coaches that should probably no longer be coaching.
Yeah.
So I think let's get into it here.
Absolutely.
I'll start off my first one. He's a college coach for an Ohio team.
Okay.
Brian Hartline.
Oh, okay.
Let's look at how he's developed the offensive wide receivers of Ohio State.
Okay.
Turning them into top 1 round picks, high first round picks. I think the guy, from what I've heard, he's been great with players. He teaches them a lot. I mean, he was a great reception guy in the league. I mean, Brian Hartline, I do believe at one point he was part of the Browns coaching plan.
I do believe so.
But he never made the full leap.
Mm-mm.
I believe next year there is rumors, or maybe it's already confirmed, that he's jumping to offensive coordinator for the Buckeyes. I think Brian Hartline could very easily make the leap, not only to a wide receiver coach for an NFL team.
Absolutely.
I could see him as an offensive coordinator for the right shot. I think he'd be a great offensive coordinator.
You know what? The Panthers definitely need someone.
I mean, he knows how offenses run.
Yep.
He knows the fact of plays. He was in the league for years, and he was always known as one of those guys that you ask him a question about a play, he's going to tell you. Super knowledgeable, nice guy. I've never really heard anyone say anything bad about him.
Mm.
I'd like to see him in the NFL. That'd be my first take on it. So,
I got one for you.
Let me hear it.
You know what? Michigan's opening up. What's his name? Jim Scarborough?
Harbaugh?
My bad. Keep mistaking for the Ravens head coach. There's rumors he's going to leave for the NFL. If that happens, why not get a, elite player from the league to come in and go back to his alma mater?
Oh, man. You talking the guy himself?
Oh, my gosh. I think I am talking about Mr. Tom Brady coming in to be the head coach or at least offensive coordinator for Michigan if the slot were to open.
It's funny you say that because Tom Brady would be on my list of to go coach for someone.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what?
Could you guess what team?
The Falcons?
No, you're close though. You're close.
The Giants?
Closer.
Could it be New England?
I would say so.
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't see someone like Tom Brady in New England.
Really? You couldn't see that?
No, I don't think I could see that. No,
I
think he needs to be in more warm weather,
like Tampa Bay. I don't know. I can see it though. I don't see any reason why Tom Brady down the line. I know he's going into announcing, but I can see that leap.
Absolutely, I could definitely see the leap. He's a very, very knowledgeable guy.
Oh yeah.
And any conversation he has regarding football, he just oozes information you don't even think of.
Yeah.
And to put that into a program like Michigan would just propel it.
Yeah.
Propel it even more.
Rico, you got anyone for us?
My high school football coach, DeRay, he told us that he was going to be a college coach at Michigan, but he didn't want to do that. He wanted to coach high school. I think he deserves his time in the spotlight.
Okay,
scratch that one for the record.
All right, Brandon, what do you got for us?
DeRay should not be a coach anywhere. If he watches our podcast, I hope you heard that.
JK DeRay.
Yeah, stick it. Honestly, don't even be a high school coach. Go back to teaching online classes, man.
That's a good call.
Sorry for dissing you, but you weren't a good coach. You led us to 2 wins your entire
absolutely.
career.
You weren't there. You didn't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
You guys didn't understand.
I'll give another one.
All right.
Kind of retired 2 years ago now, and I think it's been talked about pretty recently. The coaching job that I think he's perfect for has opened up. They got a young QB. They need some help on defense. Luke Kuechly.
Ah, you son of a gun.
Did I steal it?
You stole it.
Ah, man,
you
I knew
stole it. Oh, my goodness.
It's a perfect fit. Come on. Bring the fan favorite Luke Kuechly back. And I'm going to bring another guy into the equation here because you love this guy. Bring in Luke Kuechly, the head coach. Bring in Cam Newton for QB. QB coach, Cam Newton. Give Bryce Young a guy who's won a Super Bowl with that team.
That's true.
Tell me that's not a coaching roster.
That's a very competent coaching roster.
I would love to see it.
I'd love to see Luke Kuechly
and give me Cam Newton
at least the
QB
defensive
coach.
coordinator position, if not head coach.
He deserves to be on hand.
He deserves he deserves.
And the
to be on
fans
that
want
field.
it. The fans have said time and time again, we want Luke Kuechly coaching.
He was one of the best linebackers the world has seen ever, hands down, ever.
Amazing. So, who's your next guy?
Oh man, there's so many people you could go with here. Oh, geez, Louise. You know what? Why don't I just state the obvious? Jason Kels.
Okay.
Jason Kels.
I like it.
You know what?
That
He's going to
was gonna be
retire
one of mine.
soon. He's going to spend like 3 years with his family. He's most likely going to go into announcing. But if you take him and put him at a school like Iowa,
oh yeah, with the big boys.
Even then, if you bring him in and you make him an O-line coach for any NFL team, let alone the head coach at any college program, you have yourself a winner right then. Heck, take him back to Cincinnati. Let him coach at Cincinnati.
Why not?
Show what he can do and just keep moving up. Maybe
I
he
like
can go
it. Start somewhere and get your way up there.
Absolutely. You know what? With the dissolving of the Pac-12, was it?
Yes, yep.
There's going to be a lot of teams moving around, going to different conferences. A lot of coaches are going to be exposed and not being able to handle that well with new competition at a higher level. So with that being said, there's going to be a lot of positions going up. And you know what? For a former player, I'm a big fan of him going to college ball and then back to the NFL.
Yeah, I see it. I like it.
Absolutely. And you know what? Jason Kels is a leader of men.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And he's, according to the U.S., he's one of the sexiest mans alive. Too.
He is. He is. I know Rico dreams of him.
Rico does dream of him quite a bit. He actually has a poster above his bed of him.
He kisses it every night.
Every night.
So what's your next one?
Yeah, what else you got for us?
You sent me with the blue steel.
I think a good candidate for a strength and conditioning coach might be my old throwing coach.
All right. Anyway, so the next guy on my list, actually, I just kind of lost him a little bit, but I picked him back up. Going into the offensive line side of things, Joe Thomas.
Ooh, love to hear it.
Joe Thomas, I think, would be a great offensive line coach. Same thing at a big, nice school, develops O-line. I think that guy, arguably one of the best linemen in the history of football.
Absolutely.
I'd love to see him move in. Another guy that the town loved him. We praised him for years. That guy started every single snap. And what I love about him, he got hurt and he said, nope, that's it.
Yep.
He knew his time. He set the records he wanted to set.
Yep.
He went down with dignity. And
Absolutely.
I love it. So that would be one of my guys too.
You know what? I have two floating around in my head.
All right, let me hear one of them.
A lot of schools aren't doing well because they're just not lucky.
Okay, all right.
So they just need a bit of luck. A bit of Andrew Luck.
Really?
Bit of Andrew Luck.
I'm not saying
come in.
One.
I'm not saying come in and give them an SEC team.
Okay.
I'm not saying that at all. But there's definitely a college out there where if you put Andrew Luck in the position to help those kids try to achieve a goal of winning their conference, you got to admit Andrew Luck is a killer choice to be an elite QB as he was. The knowledge he has alone in that department,
you're not wrong,
warrants him at least a coordinator job. If you take him, put him back at Syracuse.
Yeah.
Syracuse just got Kyle McCord. If you put Kyle McCord and Andrew Luck in the same room and tell both of them how to run an offense, I'm more than sure that Syracuse could put it together. No problem.
Yeah, I could see it. I'm not opposed to the idea, just Andrew Luck wasn't on my mind. Just because Andrew Luck seems to have really just been done with football.
Yeah.
From everything I've seen,
he's enjoying his retirement.
Really doesn't like anything about football anymore.
There's a good possibility.
Man, who could I go with here? I think we're missing a big pairing. Two brothers.
This is what I was going to go with, but
Now the question is, which one do you go with? The big debate, and I'm not saying NFL for this one. Yeah. I don't think this should be one of them should be an NFL coach. First off, no offense to Eli Manning.
Oh, what? You're kicking him out of this
I don't
equation?
think Eli Manning should be a coach.
Really? I think he'd be a really good college ball coach.
I think Peyton would be a better coach.
Of course, Peyton would be a tremendous coach.
I think Peyton should be on there. I know they got the Manning cast and everything going for him, but I like to see Peyton Manning coach.
I would like to see both. Honestly, I'd love to see both of them out having their own
That'd be
team.
pretty fun.
You know what? If you put them in a smaller conference,
No, I got a good idea. Just like, typical how it is, Eli's always in the shadows. You put Peyton as the offensive coordinator, and then you put Eli as the QB coach.
that'd be hilarious.
Just
That'd
keep
be
them in the shadows. So
hilarious. Oh my god.
I think that honestly would be another good one to
Absolutely.
me.
I got one here.
All right.
Let's go. Some of the best linebackers known to man,
Okay.
besides Luke Kuechly.
All right.
If you give Ray Lewis or James Harrison the opportunity to go into Iowa,
And you like Iowa.
I like Iowa. I like Iowa because they're a hard defense team. Great defense. Iowa's a killer defense every year with a very lackluster offense. If you get someone in there like Ray Lewis or James Harrison to fire up that defense even more,
You're not wrong.
that's going to take the defense to the next level. But with the knowledge they bring on how to expose offenses and what they need to do, that just as well help the offense as well. I think if you put them in there at the defensive coordinator position alone, it turns the school around. Either guy. And I'm sure everyone would love to see James Harrison in the black and gold again.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to see.
Yeah.
All right, Rico, I'll give you can't miss out on 3 in a row. I feel like you got to have a good third one here.
The only NFL player I know of that's retired or not playing would be Cam Newton. He's
Okay.
my third pick.
All right.
I think he should be a coach somewhere.
All right. I mean,
College or NFL?
Yeah.
Probably college because of his filming. He's really going to boost the team, kind of like
Coach Prime.
Coach Prime.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll just turn into
Whenever
another
Coach Prime gets his shot.
Honestly, yeah.
But
Put
then there could be
Cam
another-
Newton back at Auburn and see what he could do.
I like it.
There'll inevitably be another controversy whenever he leaves. Because
Yeah.
like a bunch of people are mad at Coach Prime right now because he's leaving to go wherever his son's going or whatever, and it's taking the spotlight away from Iowa. I don't know. I was barely following the.
All right.
All right.
I got 2 picks. I'll wrap them both up so we
Alright.
keep it, somewhat
Yeah.
consolidated. My first would be, and they're 2 former Browns players.
Okay.
I think, man, you could do 3 actually here, and I'll just speed round them. Joe Hayden
Gotcha.
could be a defensive back coach. I think he'd be a great defensive back coach. Phil Dawson,
Gotcha.
great special
that's a
teams
good one.
coordinator.
That's a good one.
I think he's a guy that could honestly. There was this random balloon.
I did see that.
on the screen.
I did see that.
Uh,
Happy birthday.
Okay, so Phil Dawson could be a special teams guy, and to pair with Phil Dawson, our boy Josh Cribbs,
Ooh, Kurtz would be a
return
great,
man
great,
specialist,
great
huh?
option.
I mean, talk about a guy you want. to
Cannot
teach him.
praise him enough.
I would love to see Josh Cribbs. He's a great personality. He's on tons
Absolutely.
of shows, and I think he'd
Absolutely.
be a great guy.
I
Great
think he
fit.
would be too.
Any others for you?
You know what? I can't really think of anyone. Maybe Kim Chancellor.
I like to see it. Yeah, it'd be
I
good
like to
defense.
see it. A great secondary coach.
Yeah, great secondary coach. I mean, honestly, to me, that's kind of wraps up. I thought about throwing Phillip Rivers in there, but Phillip Rivers is.
I could easily see Phillip Rivers in there.
I could see him as a college coach.
I could. You know what? Send him to the Cornhuskers.
Yeah.
I could definitely
I
see
see
that
it.
being the fit.
And shout out to Teddy Bridgewater, who just openly said, "Hey, I'm done in the NFL, and I'm going to coach a high school football team."
Yeah, good for you. You know what? Hopefully, we'll see you on the collegiate stage.
Maybe in
soon.
5-6 years,
Yeah.
Teddy Bridgewater may have a spot somewhere.
Who knows? We'll
So-
see.
Thanks for watching.
Absolutely.
As always, until next time.
Let us know in the comments if we missed anyone.
Oh, don't forget to subscribe, by the
Oh
way.
my goodness! Yeah,
we always
subscribing
we
would
always
be-
forget
yeah.
about that. So.
Please, please.